So I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk a little bit more about why I'm doing this. And then the second thing I want to talk about is what is the integrator of the future, right? I mean, you got a ton of young, digitally minded engineers and software developers out there. And some of those are going to want to go into business for themselves. And when they're building their integrator model, maybe they decide they're going to be a systems integrator, which really is more of a hybrid of a solutions architect and a systems integrator. How do you architect your business? You know what I mean? And I'll show them. I want to go over that. So a little bit more about why I'm doing this. Why is it I'm even, like, do customers call us and hire Intellic because we do these videos? No, that isn't what happens. Like, I don't get a call that says, hey, I want you to do our project. Our sales staff does not get calls saying we want you to do our project. What happens is we establish relationships, lots of relationships out of these videos. What I'm hoping is that other integrators, other really smart people out there start sharing what they know. Why? Because I believe in the open source community mentality. I do not believe that we live in a world that's a zero-sum game. I believe that at the end of your life, you should put more into the world than you take out. And I think if most of us are honest with ourselves, at the end of the day, if we say, did I put more in than I took out today? Most of the time they're going to say they took more out than they put in. And what I would really like to see is a lot of the really smart people that I've come across in my career, I would like to see them put more into the world and take less out. And so I'm hoping that other integrators will do this. Other really smart people stop chasing the bottom line, stop overcharging their customers, stop trying to figure out how to get as much for every project as they possibly can. And I hope that they're more like the companies that we've created, which are built on our core values of transparency, authenticity, expertise, humility, and servant leadership. So with that being said, that's another reason why I'm sharing this information. So when someone reaches out to me and asks a question, I do everything in my power to answer their question.
It's not because you didn't want to do a paid course, although you may do one.
Right, absolutely. I mean, at some point we have to stay in business, right? But I mean, I'm not driving a Ferrari, and no one from our organization is driving a Ferrari. No one's driving a Porsche. I think it's obnoxious, by the way. I think if you're the type of person who is working to buy a bigger yacht or buy a Porsche, then don't message me because we don't have anything in common, right? That's not who I am. I don't get to take the Porsche with me, right? That's not to say that I haven't made a very good living and I could stop working today and never work another day in my life. But the reality is I want my life to mean more than money, right? So let's take it all the way back to the enterprise solution thing. So